Hey YouTube family, what's going on? It's Mace back with another video. Today we're looking at the quarterbacks. These are my top 5 quarterbacks for the 2023 draft class, starting with number 5, working our way up to my number 1 ranked QB. Before we get into that, I thank everyone for the support. The channel's slowly growing. The subscribers, the likes, the comment sections, keep it going. Let me know how much of an idiot I am, or let me know what you agree with. Of course, comment. I don't take any offense to it if you disagree. Of course, let's keep it all respectful, but we can definitely have fun and talk a little trash as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But without further ado, let's get to it. All right, at number 5, my number 5 QB this year, Spencer Rattler, Mr. Polarizer. 6'1", 215 pounds. Rattler is a redshirt junior out of South Carolina. As of right now, 16 passing touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 2,780 passing yards. If he looks familiar or his name sounds familiar, that's because he was a former Netflix superstar, a QB1. You know, that was definitely a good show. I hope they bring that back as well, but he was one of the most sought after high school recruits on the show. He was a 5-star QB. Started his career, as we all know, at Oklahoma. Definitely had some struggles, well-noted struggles. Lost his spot to Caleb Williams last year, the true freshman at that time. Took his spot. At that point, he evaluated and decided it was time for him to move on from that program. This year, South Carolina had a pretty solid year. Had some ups and downs for sure. But I really like Spencer Rattler. He was a 5-star QB for a reason. He moves well in the pocket, has good eye discipline, even as he's manipulating in and out of that pocket. Excellent arm strength, has the zip you'd like. Very understandable for a recruit such as he. Arm strength is one of his pros for sure. He's mobile enough to be dangerous for the defense, but he does prefer to stay in the pocket. You know, decision making and tunnel vision is honestly what's preventing Rattler from being a top 3 QB in this class or a day 1 prospect. And at number 4, we have Hayden Hooker, 6'4", 218, senior from Tennessee. Definitely one of the funnest QBs to watch in all of college football. Unfortunately went down with the season-ending injury, I believe it was season-ending. But prior to that injury, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, also added 430 rushing yards on the ground and 5 scores, which is very impressive considering sacks also count as negative rushing yards at the college level. Transferred to Tennessee after the 2020 football season and has been lights out ever since. Definitely was a great decision for him personally. Like I mentioned, Tennessee is one of the funnest offenses to watch. Watching Hayden Hooker in his quick release, great touch on slants, in routes, can throw on the move, great deep ball accuracy, one of the best deep balls in this class in my opinion. Good size, 6'4", 220. And is a true dual threat. The only thing that kind of concerns me, in addition to the injury, is his age. Just, I don't know how high his ceiling is. I believe he'll be 24 or 25 by the start of next year, his rookie year. That will be his 24th or 25th age season, which is pretty old for rookie standards, but at the same time, he's still a heck of a prospect. And at number 3, we have Will Levis, 6'3", 232 pounds, senior from Kentucky. He's right now 19 passing touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Originally went to Penn State, transferred after the 2020 season to Kentucky. Has definitely made incredible improvements after his transfer. One of the best releases in his class. Will Levis can squeeze balls in tight windows. Very confident passer. Sometimes that gets him in trouble, but has solid footwork in the pocket. Hands down has an NFL arm. He's going to gain a crowd, for example, at the combine or at his pro days. They give him time to show off their arm on go routes and whatnot. There's going to be some oohs and ahs for sure. And that's why he's so attractable, plus his size and athleticism. Would honestly make him a cheat code if he could put it all together, the passer. Next up, one of my favorite QBs, CJ Stroud, 6'3", 220 pounds, true junior out of Ohio State, 37 passing touchdowns to only 6 interceptions. He's a true junior, meaning that he's only been out of high school for 3 years, only 21 years old, one of the younger quarterbacks in this class. Can make pretty much every throw. Every level throw, short, intermediate, and the deep ball. Can zip it anywhere on the field. Accuracy is one of his best skills. Very productive resume overall. CJ Stroud has very few weaknesses. He's also athletic enough with his legs to be a threat, but he definitely prefers to slice and dice you in the passing game. I consider CJ Stroud, honestly, as a future franchise QB, perennial Pro Bowler, all-pro type of quarterback. He has the size, the intangibles, the skills, the mindset. I think he will put it all together. And my number one ranked quarterback, that's Bryce Young. He's listed at 6 foot, 194 pounds, junior quarterback out of Alabama. Bryce Young was the 2021 Heisman Trophy winner, one of the best leaders in this class. Always fights through adversity, well respected by his coaches and players. Those are traits that you want when you're looking for a franchise QB. Always has a stoic poise, regardless of what the situation is in the game. To me, he processes the field very impressive. One of the most accurate throwers, if not the most accurate thrower of the football in the entire class. He's got speed. I honestly expect a sub 4.55 if he runs the 40, though I don't really expect him to do that. Honestly, the only question due to him having very few weaknesses is his size. Like I said earlier, he's listed at 6 foot, 194 pounds, but is he 5'10"? Is he truly 5'11"? 175? Will he show up and weigh 180, 185? Those will be things that may make a few GMs nervous, I guess. To me, he's a can't miss prospect. That he's number one in my rankings for a reason, and I think size is the only thing holding him back. Maybe how long can he hold up in the NFL, but Bryce Young is one of the best quarterbacks I've seen in a few years, actually. So that's my number one QB for sure. All right, and there you have it. These are my top 5 QBs for the 2023 draft class. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Who am I too high on? Who am I too low on? Somebody on this list that has no business being there, or someone that definitely should be in the top 5 that I'm sleeping on? I want to see what y'all got to say. Now, with all that being said, if you made it this far in the video, I deeply appreciate it. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to this video. Helps the channel grow and reach others just as yourself that loves football. Well, with all that being said, y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Cheers.